Today I would like to answer a question. It's probably important for some reasons. The question is, what is the free software community? Where are its members? What is it? Now, I was going to Perth. I live in Fremantle, so I go to Perth about once every, year or so. This is normal if you live in Fremantle. You don't go to Perth unless you work there. Anyway, so I was on the train. It's about half an hour to get there. And I noticed that the man right next to me, a normal-looking, middle-aged guy, was working on a spreadsheet. But I noticed that it wasn't Windows, it was Linux. It wasn't Excel, it was OpenOffice. Now I wanted to go and say, hey, congratulations, you're a Linux user, I'm a developer and all that. And I didn't want to interrupt this poor guy's work and, be nosy and go, Linux. But then the guy closed his computer and I just couldn't resist. And I went, so, you're a Linux user? And the answer, hey, what? And I was like, you use Linux, right? And he answered, well, I don't know, just this is my home computer. My son set it up and it just works, it's great. And I was like, you do realize it's not Windows? And he was like, yeah, I know it's not Windows, but I figured it's just, it's the same really, so it doesn't matter. It's the same really, it doesn't matter. That made me think, is this man part of the free software community? We go on about the community here and there, the Drupal community is part of the free software community, but where is it? What is it? I thought about it for a minute or two, and I decided that maybe we could get 3 boxes, 3, classifications. We're humans, we do that. In a way, there are the programmers. That's me. I developed Drake, and I contribute to Drupal as much as possible. There are also higher profile developers like Linus Stolwarts, for example. But there are a lot of people out there who develop free software and feel part of the free software community. I do. I can't help it. I hang out in forums and places, free software magazine for a start, where other people out there program and use free software, and I'm a developer. So I would say I'm an example of a member of the free software community. Then, and that's the first, the obvious lot of people, although some developers don't feel like they are part of the free software community, but that doesn't matter. Most programmers will feel that they belong to a common project, which is, world domination really, but we get that. The second box is, it's made up of all those people who use free software, who love free software, but they're not developers. They didn't contribute, they didn't program, they didn't write. They might have written a few bits and pieces, some documentation here and there, but they are advocates. They love free software. They might like Stallman, or they might like other free software advocates. It doesn't matter. They feel, again, part of the community, and that's great. It's a good sense of people who want to be there and push free software forward, which is fantastic. And then there's the third box. The third box is made up of all those people who use free software, like the man on the train, all the people who bought a Dell laptop without really being into free software that much. It's all those people who use free software but don't care. They're not proud of being part of any community, they just want a computer that works. And according to the number of viruses and problems we get in other operating systems, they get something that works with Linux and OpenOffice. So I guess this person was part of the community in a way. Now, but this last box, is it important and is it necessary? I think the answer is yes. It's not just important, they're crucial. They are the goal. Thing is, hardware makers will start selling hardware that runs on Linux, and they will start releasing laptops, Dell, anybody, peripherals, things that work on Linux only when there is enough demand. And these people, this guy on the train, all these people who use free software without being into free software are fantastic because they create the number. They benefit the community as a whole, although they're not strictly part of this community. So I think these people should be welcomed, helped, and looked after. So the free software community is made up of a few programmers and people who actually write free software or documentation for free software. Then there is the other box with people who use free software, love free software, and they're great. They will come to the Linux world, they will help spread the word. And then there is the mass. There is a guy on the train. And you know what? To all those people, what we should say is, we love you. We welcome you. If you want to be part of the communities, if you want to be part of the other box, you're most welcome. Please do. But if you don't, that's fine. You bought a Dell laptop, great. You paid your $60, whatever much it is, for your Ubuntu support, fantastic. So when somebody asks, what is the free software community? Can you tell me, please? You can answer, well, maybe it's 3 boxes and you go through the whole speech. Or if you don't agree with me, just let me know. I will read and respond to all the comments. Thank you very much. Goodbye.